You know, if any of you guys have watched me a little bit, oh, sorry, Tana with Amazing Changes, and I think a lot when I'm driving, and I've shared this before, so some of you may have heard this, but I'm always, driving and thinking, and I get these downloads, and I take them all to these crazy places. And one day, it was this winter, and I really love Rhonda Byrne's book, The Power, which I don't know if it's a sequel to The Secret or what it is, but it's a really good book. And it talks about the most powerful thing on the planet is love. In her opinion, that's what it is. And it's feeling love and it's speaking love, right? And so I like to make little affirmations and things where I practice this. I love to practice gratitude. But one day I was driving and it was snowy and all the trees were barren. And I was thinking, I love this and I love that and I love the sun and I love the blue sky and I love the trees. And I'm like, oh, well, I really like it when the trees are green better, but oh, I love it that we have evergreen trees. And so, one thing just leads you to the next. So have you ever noticed if you're kind of in a negative funk and you're thinking about negative thoughts that it tends to pull you to more negative thoughts? Well, it's really cool the other way too. You start thinking on, oh, I love this and I love that, and oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for this. Well, I started thinking, I'm so grateful we have evergreen trees because they are producing the oxygen that we need to be able to make it, through the winter while all the other trees are asleep and don't have their leaves on them. And that thought led me to think about, well, oh my gosh, what about all those people that live in those places where they don't even have trees? It's a desert. There's no trees at all. How do they get oxygen? Because there's no trees there to make them oxygen. Well, then that led to the next thought, which I thought, oh yeah, of course, duh. That's why there's wind and there's movement and the air is always moving. The oxygen is being carried from the rainforest and the places that have lots of trees and carrying it off into those places that don't have any because they don't have any trees. And that led me to the thought of love. That love is an amazing vibration. It's one of the higher vibrations. There are a few that are a little higher than that. But love is something that we all need and something that we all crave. And if I stand in the space and the vibration of love, and I'm emitting that frequency of love, that frequency will go out and actually touch people around me that are in a space where they maybe are not feeling any love in their life at that moment. Maybe something challenging is going on for them in their situation, or maybe they just broke up with a loved one, or had a loved one die, or whatever it is. There's lots of times when we don't feel love. We don't feel love from other people, or we certainly don't feel love for ourselves, from ourselves. But do you know that you have the power to affect? You might not know those people. You might not be able to go see them and sit with them and hold their hand or give them a hug. But do you know that if you are standing in the vibration of love, that frequency and that energy of love will go out and it will literally touch thousands upon thousands of people and have an effect on them and their energy field, just like that oxygen that goes out from the evergreen trees and goes with the wind to the other places in the deserts where there's no oxygen. And so I want you to really think about that. I love a quote by Marianne Williamson, and she said, our purpose in life is to cause the world to be a better place. So when you understand the power that you have to actually cause the world to be better, by you yourself just being in that space, being in a place of love, being in a place of peace, of joy, of forgiveness, of gratitude, just by you doing that, you will have an impact on the planet. So I just want to encourage you today to just know that you can, by being the change that you want to see in the world, you really can have a difference all the way around the planet. By you being in love and then sending that love and let it see a bubble, make it go out beyond you, beyond your house, beyond your city, beyond your country, and encompass the entire world with a big bubble of love energy. And that's something very powerful that you can do today, not only for yourself, but for all of the other people on the planet.